Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, it's Yahweh. And his only begotten Son name in the Hebrew is Yahushua. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahushua. So gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rikah Korash. Give honors to the apostles and the bishop and elders of Great Millstone who are well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all the Israel, whether accepted or not. And the sincere salutation taught, often pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Agua for listening learning, you your sisters are listening learning. Coming into another lesson in true faith and edification, and the daily edification, Lord, will be able to find. So I title this lesson, The Judgments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua will be surprising to the unknowing. Now I want to show this article because in this article, what's happening right now, it tell you in Obadiah 1 and 7 that let me read it. Then I'm gonna come back to this article. It's Obadiah 1 and 7. And it reads, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, this is a future prophecy of the allies of America. Again, it reads, Obadiah 1 and 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Let me get this, a different translation before I move on. And shalom to the Akim and Al-Waf. Tuning in, Yahba Shemal Shah Barakatham. And I'm not going to make this too long, Lord will. I just want to make these points. I was thinking about this. As the title is, The Judgments of Yahweh Will Be Surprising to the Unknowing. Because most people think, Apostle Rumblard mentioned this some years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. He mentioned the words normacy bias. If you go to Google and pull up what normacy bias means, you will understand why I titled this lesson. So it's Obadiah 1 and 7. I want to get a different translation. So this is Obadiah 1 and 7. This is NLT. All your allies will turn against you. They will help to chase you from your land. They will promise you peace while plotting to deceive and destroy you. Your trusted friends will set traps for you and you won't even know about it. Right? That's NLT. Let's see what any NIV say. All your allies will force you to the border. Your friends will deceive and overpower you. Those who eat your bread will set a trap for you, but you will not detect it. This is NET. All your allies will force you from your homeland. This is at least of the flock to draw them out. Your treaty partners will deceive you and overpower you. Your trusted friends will set an ambush for you that will take you by who? Surprise. That's fire. I didn't even know that was in there. See, The judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai will be surprising to the unknowing. So this is the KJV, Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee into the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. In who? The Edomites. The elites are the one that control the world, right? So the judgment that's coming to the rulership of the so-called white man will be surprising. It will be unknowing. And this is why they have the Space Force, because they are watching. Well, the Lord said in Zechariah 5 that they shall enter into the house of the thief, which is the chariots, right? So they see these chariots everywhere, these chariot sightings all over everywhere. They have the Space Force to watch Yahweh Shai is coming. We know this. They know this. The judgment that's coming to Esau, Edom, is going to come of a sudden in Isaiah 47. And I'm speaking to two-thirds of Jake and the heathens. This lesson is not just focused on Esau, Edom, so-called white man, but also on two-thirds of Jake, man. Because Jake is partying, playing, having a good time. They are planning vacations, taking trips, and just enjoying life, man. And the Lord said he's going to return like a thief. Why a thief? Because to those that are not watching, you know how I say you better watch your valuables. Well, your valuables is these garments, your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is the treasure. The Lord say that he will gather his jewels in Malachi. The Lord called the remnant of Israel his jewels. This is the valuables. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So this is Isaiah 47. Let's read this. In 11, it reads, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. Now, when you read in this chapter, it tell you in Isaiah 47, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, because there is no throne. It mentions, let me read it. Isaiah 47 and 2, it say, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. Right? The Lord say the Edomite shame shall be seen. And that's in Habakkuk 2. The Lord say, let's read that. In Habakkuk 2, it reads, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunk also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shameful glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. See? So the shame of Esau's nakedness, let's go back to Isaiah 47 and 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. Why is he not going to know? Because it said in Obadiah 1 and 7, that the last reading of that verse, there is none understanding in them. Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee. How? Suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Right? This applies to the heathens and two-thirds of Jake. Because it tell you in Isaiah 13 and 15, they that is joined to them, Right? Let's read this first. Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in the evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare. So are the sons of men snared in the evil time when it falleth how? Suddenly upon them. They go suddenly twice. Suddenly upon them, right? In Isaiah 13, because this applies to the heathens, starting with Esau, Edom, so-called white man, two-thirds of Jake. This is Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. See, now let me go to this. It's like Job. This is Job 18. I'm just dealing with the sudden destruction that's coming to the elites, to the rest of the world, man. This is Job 18 and 9. It reads, the jinn, which is a trap, the jinn shall take him by the heel. Matter of fact, let's go to this word jinn. Let's see what jinn say in Job. Let's get this. This is Job 18. Let's see what this word jinn is here. This is Job 18 and 9. Let me get this word jinn. Bear with me. H6341. Let's play the word so you can hear it.
Strong's H6341. Ah, ah.
It's a bird trap, trap, snare, bird trap, literal. It's a of calamities, plots, source, source or agent of calamity. Who is the agent of calamity? It's Esau Edom, right? Order out of chaos, order out KO. It got strong definition. Also a spring net as spread out like a limina, gin, plate, snare. Hold on. Let me see what this say. It got strong definition. It say to batter out, but used only as the nominative from H6341 to spread a net, be snared. It's a trap, right? So it's a trap snare of calamities, plots, source, or agent of calamity. Now, let's go back to Job 18 and 9. The jinn shall take him by the heel. What? The plots, the snares, the agents of calamity. Who is the agent? It said, not with an S, it said agent of calamity. Who is this? Yahweh Shah. Job 18 and 9. The jinn shall take him by the heel, which is a prophecy in Genesis 3 and 15. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. What's the robber? What is a robber? How is this robber going to prevail against him? Don't the scripture tell you in Exodus 21 and 16, he that stealeth from man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. Who is the real robber? Esau, even the so-called white man. So the Lord is sending. You got the real robber and you got the original. Who is the original? Yahweh Shai. The jinn, Job 18 and 9, the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. Yahweh Shai is a robber. Why? Because he's coming like a thief in the night. And it said in Obadiah 1 and 7 that Esau, there is none understanding in them, right? Let's get this. In Isaiah 33 and 14, it reads this. The sinners in Zion are afraid. And we know that the only one that can commit iniquity is so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Right? First John 3 and 4, whosoever transgresses the law. What the laws were given to the Israelites. That's in Leviticus 26 and 46. The Lord said that he gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to Moses for the Israelites in Mount Sinai, right? Leviticus 26 and 46. So it say Isaiah 33 and 14, the sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness have filthiness hath surprised the hypocrites. This is talking about two-thirds of Jake. Because Yahweh Shai is going to return as a thief in the night. Jake going to be, me and the brother, we be talking about this a lot. Like, what kind of day it's going to be when Yahweh Shai return? Because it tell you in Matthew 25, it say, at midnight the bridegroom cometh, right? Which that midnight, which is, that's when destruction is going to take flight. That's going to be the end of the prophets prophesying. That's when it tell you in Isaiah 34 that the unicorn shall come down with the Edomites. So ain't gonna be, it said a unicorn shall come down with them. That's in Isaiah 34. So ain't gonna be no more internet. Ain't gonna be no phone service. Right? So what kind of day is gonna be? It's a mystery. Oh, we know Jacob's trouble coming. We watching it. The Lord already got teeth of wild beasts playing out. There's people that's dying of famine throughout the four corners of the earth. It just hasn't came to America yet, man. But you got people on the brink of starving right here in America. Even those that went and fought war and came back and they homeless, but they get a check every month. They homeless, but they get food stamps. These veterans. Most of the homeless people in America are veterans, man. Most of the homeless people in America are veterans and their wives and family, man. The sinners in Zion are afraid. Filthiness have surprised the hypocrites. These hypocrites are two-thirds of Jake. The Lord is going to return like a thief. The only ones that's watching is those that's standing upon the watch, man. Let me get this. First Thessalonians chapter 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, brethren mean those that's in the know. That's what's that, Galatians 6 and 16. They are the circumcision. Those that's the remnant, the elect. This is talking to the elect right here. But at the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. This is how the day of the Lord coming. That's what the Lord is constantly in the scriptures. The Lord say, let me get one. Let's get one. Second Ezra 16 and 40. This is one of many. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. The Lord is saying, make you ready. Let's get this one. Ezekiel 7 and 14. It reads, they have blown a trumpet. Who? The remnant, the elect men of Israel. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Let's get this. Ezekiel 13 and 4. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. These are all your false leaders. Those that took the 501c3 and those that just lying to you for clout. They clout chasing. As the brother Dumawati always say, these are diet Israelites. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge. To do what? For the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of Yahweh. And the Lord told us to put the armor on that you may be able to stand. But you got Jace that's gonna be partying and barbecuing, having picnics, clubbing, thugging, hanging out, and the Lord gonna pull up on them, man. The Lord gonna pull up on them and say, "What have you done for me? What did you do for me?" This is 2 Peter 3:10. The Lord is gonna come like a thief in the night, man. But the day of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua, will come as a thief in the night, in the which shall the heavens, which is this rulership, the so-called white man's rulership, shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So we know. Let's go back to First Timothy, First Thessalonians. It's First Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Shah, the day of the Lord, so cometh as a thief in the night, man. This is how the Lord finna pull up. In a humongous chariot, the Lord finna pull up as a thief. This is Matthew 24:27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So you are watching Jake have no understanding of what's going on. Esau, Edom have no clue, but they had the Lord gave them some type of sense to set up a space force so they can watch, because they see the chariots everywhere, but they are watching. The elites are watching for Yahweh coming. And I made this point many times before. Why? So they can run they slow-bellied dumb asses to the bunkers, man. With all the resources, and they control all the resources on the planet Earth. And their resources has limited them to bunkers, sub yachts, $1 billion sub yachts, and a hotel in the sky, which is a space station, man. That's what their resources has limited them to, man. That's how much power the elites got. They least control every aspect, every way of life on earth through resources. And it has limited them slow belly niggas to bunkers, the space station, and sub yachts. Which the Lord said in Amos 9, when they go into the ocean, He's gonna call Leviathan and swallow them up. If they go into the mountains, if they go into the space, the Lord gonna cause his hand to take them. This how much power the so-called white man got, the elites, which is no power. They don't got no power. They are limited. They are with all their resources, they are limited to running and hiding to bunkers. They watching for Yahweh Shai return, man. And one of my favorite precepts now is Job 11:20, which I'm going to close with that, Lord willing. This is Ephesians 5:15. And it reads, see then that ye walk circumspectly, talking to the remnant of Israel, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And what's the will of Yahweh? Bahashim Yahushua, to destroy the rulership of the so-called white man, mainly, first and foremost, North America, Babylon the Great, man. And we are living in Babylon the Great, knowing that you are living in a place that's going to be utterly destroyed, a total annihilation, desolation. What manner of person should you be, knowing that this is coming? What type of fear should you have for omnipotent, omnipotent, omnipresent? What type of fear? And be not drunk with wine, which is these philosophies, wherein is excess, but be ye filled with the Spirit. What's the will of the Lord? To redeem his people, to destroy the rulership of the wicked oppressors, man. Two-thirds are not watching. So the Lord's going to return as a thief in the night. Now, I got this on the screen because this is a part of the Lord stripping away the rulership of the so-called white man. And it said Obadiah 1 and 7, they have no understanding. Let me read this again. Two precepts. I just want to read some of this article. This is Jeremiah 50 and 24. It reads, this is the snare that the Lord is laying, and they have no clue. Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee. Let me read 23. Matter of fact, 22. Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle. See? They go battle again. I read 2 16. I read Ezekiel 7 and 14. I read Ezekiel 13. Here's the fourth word for battle. Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle. This is the fourth precept with battle in it. A sound of battle is in the land, not lands with an S, in the land. Well, North America, Babylon the Great, and of great destruction. Not just destruction, a great one. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? This is the place where it's going to be seen like, man, the Lord did a number on them. I have laid a snare for thee. Lesson D yesterday, right? The word subtlety in 2 Corinthians 11:3. It said specious or false wisdom. Esau, even so-called white man, his whole life, his whole existence is false wisdom. His agendas, problem, reaction, solution, agenda 20, what was it, agenda 2030 is false wisdom. Their fourth industrial revolution, from the first one to the fourth one, is false wisdom. Jeremiah 15:24. I have laid a snare for thee. So the snare has turned back around on them. What they done to so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and the other nations. The scriptures say in Michael, it was that Michael, is that Michael 2 and Habakkuk 2, that the nations shall take up a parable against them, a proverb, a doleful lamentation. So now the world is against the Edomites. This is the snare that the Lord had laid the whole time, man. And that's why I say in 2 Thessalonians 2 that he may be revealed in his time, and he that letteth will let. Because they got to max out their power. They got to max out their wickedness, man. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. And what, Lord? And thou was not aware. See, this is the same thing I said in Obadiah 1 and 7. There is none understanding in him. Jeremiah 15:24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken. This is a future prophecy, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found. How's he found? Because the Lord made this nigga bear. He made him bear. Now everybody see you got a whole bunch of brown roaches running around, and it's just you got one albino roach. Kill that nigga. How is it a albino roach among all these brown roaches? Crush him right now, ASAP. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found, and also caught. Catch that albino, because thou hast striven against Yahweh. See, he's striven against the Lord. What it tell you in Isaiah 45 and 9? Let's read it. Isaiah 45 and 9. Woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned, what makest thou? Or thy work? He hath no understanding. See? Yeah. Stomp that albino roach, man. It's rare you see one of them. This is Isaiah 47, again 11. Say the same thing it said in Jeremiah 15:24. Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. See, this is the trick bag that the Lord got the Edomites in. And there's a literal trick bag in the scriptures. Hold on. Let me read it to you. Proverbs 16 and 11. A just weight and balance are Yahweh's. All the weights of the bag are his work. What, Lord? It's a bag? Yeah, it's a bag. A just weight, Proverbs 16 and 11. A just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work. You can't do nothing outside of omnipotent, omnipotent, omnipresent. Now here it is. Let me get this. Philippians 1 and 5. It reads this. The heathens and two-thirds. Oh, matter of fact, before I get that, this is Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. Yet he also is wise. Who? Yahweh, through Yahushua, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers. Who are the evildoers? They talk about two-thirds of slow belly, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Who's giving you the help? Esau, Edom, your government. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth, which is the government, shall fall, and he that is hoping, the word hoping means to be helped, shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. What is the Lord doing with the hopeful elect? What is the Lord doing with those that will be the elect? Philippians 1 and 5. For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day unto now. And I'm going to do a lesson, Lord willing. And I was thinking about this at plantation this morning. When when did your spiritual alarm clock go off? When did you awake to your spiritual alarm clock? Whom Yahweh told the angel, set that brother alarm clock, set that sister alarm clock. And then what day did your spiritual alarm clock go off and you woke up? Huh? Philippians 1 and 5. For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Now, let me read this, and I'm going to read some of this article. This is Jeremiah chapter 7 and 20. It reads, Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my anger and my fury shall be poured out upon this place. What place? Babylon the Great America. Upon man and upon beast, and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn and shall not be quenched. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, put your burnt offerings unto your sacrifices and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, Obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people, and walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearken not, nor incline the ear, but walk in the counsels and in the imaginations of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but hearken their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they would not hearken to thee. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they would not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, This is a nation that obeyed not the voice of Yahweh their power, nor received correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. They can't get it. It's not formed. When did your spiritual alarm clock go off and you woke up? Here is another sudden death movement that the Lord is doing. Oh, let me pull it up from here. And I ain't gonna read it from there because Esau be playing with my damn. So let's read this. I'm gonna read some of this. This says BRICS, 20 new countries applied to join alliance in 2024. Let me read a little bit of this. So here it say Afghanistan, Algeria, Bangladesh, Cuba, Ecuador, Indonesia, Nigeria, Pakistan, Senegal, Sudan, Venezuela, uh, Uruguay, Uruguay, and Thailand are likely to be involved. Moreover, Nigeria and Pakistan. So let me click on it. Let's read some of this. It say, let's read some of this. Over the last few months, the BRICS Economy Alliance has grown tremendously. Indeed, the bloc has not only grown its membership by 6 nations, but widely expanded its overall influence across the globe. Its de-dollarization efforts have made massive strides as it has continued its quest for multipolarity. Now, following the development of 2023 annual summit, the BRICS Alliance has seen 20 new countries apply to join the alliance in 2024. Indeed, Sukla stated that over 20 countries have formally applied to join BRICS, while the same number has expressed interest. This is an affiliation that BRICS is playing. Salaki, this is an affirmation affirmation that BRICS is playing an important role in championing emerging and developing countries, he added. There are a large number of interest parties, and these will be dealt with by the respective foreign ministers. So it's a among those 20 countries, Afghanistan, Algeria, Bangladesh, Cuba, Ecuador, Indonesia, Nigeria, Pakistan. Senegal, Sudan, Venezuela, Uruguay, Thailand are likely to be involved. Moreover, Nigeria and Pakistan have already been local. Slovakia. Nigeria and Pakistan have already been vocal about their hope to join the alliance in the coming years. They say, these bastards. Hold on, bear with me here. They got all these other ads in here. Okay, so they won't even let me. They want. So earlier, I was able to read all this. Now they done shut it off. So there's the point, man. These bastards is something else. These bastards is something else. Now they won't let me go into it. Hold on, bear with me. Let me see. Anyway, so the point I want to make is this is another strategic move from the Lord, man. Oh, it say okay. It say this year BRICS invited Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, UAE. It say Egypt, Ethiopia, Argentina, and Iran. However, Argentina announced its rejection of the invitation following the selection of Javier Milei to its presidential seat. Moreover, Nigeria and Pakistan are among 20 other countries seeking to take their place in the coming year's expansion announcement. It say over the last few months, the BRICS economic alliance has grown tremendously. Indeed, the bloc has not only grown its membership by 6 nations, but while expanding its overall influence across the globe. So, let me see here. So, this is what did the Lord say? Let's read this. And this is beautiful, man, because we are watching the rulership of the so-called white man, as the prophecies say, deteriorate from the and this happened from the inside out. This is Revelation 17 and 16, and it reads, and the 10 horns, which is the EU, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, and these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For power have put in his heart to fulfill, for power have put in their hearts, Proverbs 21 and 1, to fulfill his will and to agree and give the kingdom unto the beast until the words of God shall be fulfilled, which is the elect being sealed. So we are watching in real time the allies of America, which is it was 193, now it's 198 nations that's joined to North America through the UN. But now we are watching these nations separate. Let me read it, brother Precept. This is Bayan Yasha Allah. He put up Jeremiah 49 and 13. It reads, for I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Bosra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities, and all the city thereof shall be a perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. Verse 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And we are watching the Lord do this. Because the least of the flock shall draw out the rest of these heathen nations, these kings. It'll tell you in Revelation 16, right? These three unclean spirits like frogs. It said what? To gather together the kings of the earth to the day of the Armageddon, man. To the battle, man. The mountain of troops, man. And we are watching the Lord separate. Then the Lord said in Luke 12 that he come to bring division, man. This is division. And who controlling this? The elites. But as I tell you in Daniel's, let's get this. Because this would seem to be some type of contradicted, man. Because look what's going on. Because the elites, Yahweh Shema Shai is controlling the elites, and the elites is controlling the kings of the earth, man. Because what the saying is, which is a true saying, all wars are elite wars. They say banker wars. All wars are elite wars, man. This is Daniel's 2. This is beautiful, man. The Lord is a hey, we talk about the master chess player, man. The Lord has got the Lord, hey, the same way I tell you in Ephesians, not to be tossed to and fro and carried away by every wind of doctrine. That's these Edomites, man. This is Daniel's 2 and 43. Daniel's 2 and 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break and bruise. So the same way that the Roman Empire did all this to these other nations, the same thing the Lord is doing to them. Verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. The Lord said he came to bring division, and that's among two-thirds of Jake and the heathens. But there shall be in it of the strength of iron, the Roman Empire, for as much as thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay. The miry clay is the 16 heathen nations. The iron is the Edomites. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. This is the EU, NATO, and America. It say, verse 43, and whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, the iron being the Edomites, the miry clay being the 16 heathen nations, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with miry clay. See, this is the separation, this is the division. And this is what from the beginning of the movie, when you start seeing the credits roll, and you're like, oh, this movie got Ryan Reynolds in. Oh, Samuel Jackson in this movie. In the beginning, when you saw the, before you saw the name of the movie, you saw the star players, you saw the key players, you saw the one that was extras in the movie. This is already written, man. They was going to mingle themselves among the 16 heathen nations, the Edomites, but they shall not cleave one to another. And we are watching the downfall, the division. And the scripture said that they was not aware. They have none understanding. The Lord said, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou hast. Let's read this again, man. Let's read this again. Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. How are they not aware? But it tell you in Ezekiel 28 that they are wiser than Daniel. Don't worry, I'll wait. How? Let's read that. Because their pride have lifted them up, man. Apostle Hall said this a while ago. The Edomites, they've been in rulership too long, man. They forgot how it feel to be on the bottom, man. Well, guess what the scripture say in Luke? He that is exalted shall be abased, man. This is Ezekiel 28 in verse 1. The word of Yahweh came again to me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith Yahweh power, because thy heart is lifted up as and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, in the midst of the peoples, the nations. Yet thou art a man and not God. Same thing it said in Isaiah 14. It said, though thou set thy heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. And Daniel was real wise, man. He told Nebuchadnezzar about his dream, about the statue, about his downfall, the writing on the wall. It say, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. And that's where you got the pyramid on the back of the dollar with the eye on it, man. And I was mentioning Saturday the movie. What movie was that? Uh, the movie with Will Smith. I forgot the name of the movie. Him and the girl with the ponytail, the Edomite chick. She kind of like Joker, the female Joker. And it had what's the other guy? He turned to flames. I forgot the name of the movie, but they came together like this like little team with superpowers. But they was looking for the God's eye. I think that was the movie. They were looking for the God eye. They can see Esau could see, but that's the pyramid on the back of the dollar. I think that was the movie when they were looking for the good. They were trying to get back the God's eye, or the guy was trying to get the God's eye. Something. I think that was a movie. So Esau got this where they can watch everything all the time, everywhere. That's why China got all these cameras, and you can pull up on Google. China have over 3 million cameras, man, all over China. So again, it's a Ezekiel 28:3 reads, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches." That's that James 5:1. "And hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasure. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic has thou increased thy riches." And I mentioned this too. They show you in the movie, what's the movie with Triple X with Ice Cube when Fat Boy, what's Fat Boy name? The comedian. Uh, I can't think of his name right now. He was they was delivering cheese, and when they went into the back of opened up, it was a whole bunch of guns in there, man. It's a by thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, Esau traffic, guns, drugs, people, all type of cargo, precious cargo, man. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic has thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. See, it say that thou art wiser than Daniel, right? In Ezekiel, in Daniel's 12, the Lord said they will not understand the destruction that's going to come upon them, man. That's heavy. This is Daniel's 12 and 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So the knowledge of Esau Edom has increased on the left hand side, man, through his traffic, through his so called wisdom. And what's his wisdom? It's false wisdom, man. The subtlety of Esau Edom, the spiritual demon Satan, his seed, they are using false wisdom, as the word subtlety mean, man, in 2 Corinthians 11:3. So again, it say, by thy wisdom in Ezekiel 28, and by thy wisdom and by thy traffic, that has gotten thee riches and gold and silver into thy treasures, man. So watching this happen, and but they don't know. Let's go back to it. Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. See, going back to that Jeremiah 50:24. This is heavy, man, because they is forwarding their so-called enterprise, but they have no understanding that it's going to fail, man. I have laid a snare for thee, Jeremiah 50:24. I have laid a snare for thee, thou also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. He got all this wisdom, but he's not aware what the Lord is doing. Nope, he surely doesn't. And thou was not aware, thou art fountain also called, because thou hast striven against Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And 2/3 of Jake have no clue as well. Why? What are they doing? Let me show you what Jake is doing. The same thing Esau got him doing. This Haggai 1 and 2. Thus speak of Yahweh host, saying, this people say, the time is not come, the time that the Lord's house shall be built. Then came the word of Yahweh by Haggai The prophet saying, is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your seared houses, and this house lie waste? Now therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. Because we don't own the resources. You it say you drink, but you are not filled with drink. This ain't talking about you ain't drinking some soda or some Kool-Aid or some juicy juice and you won't get full off it. No, it's talking about you don't control the resources where the wine get made. Oh, cause it wasn't no damn sodas and pops in ancient time, man. Okay, you don't control the resource where the oranges get squeezed out and the grape juice and wine. You don't control none of these vineyards. This is what the Lord is saying. You have sown much. We bust our ass, man. We working. Some brothers working 80 hours a week, 60 hours a week. You have some women working 60, 50. You have so much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. This ain't talking about you not eating and not getting full. You don't control the resources. Ye drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And much cheap and cheapest clothes is you can go to Burlington's and TJ Maxx and Ross. You don't own the stores. You don't own the trucks that the clothes come with. Come on, it say you clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build a house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith Yahweh. This is a parable the Lord saying, as it tell you in 1 Corinthians 7. I love to read. Let me show you what this talking about. In 1 Corinthians 7 and 20, it reads, let every man abide in the same calling wherein he was called. Here's the point. Art thou called being a servant? Care not for it. For what? For the flock. This is about the body, the ministry. Art thou called being a servant? Care not for it. But if thou mayest be made free, use it rather. What? Use what? The Holy Spirit. Care not for it. For what? The sheep, the flock. Use it rather. What? The Spirit of the Lord gave you. So, going back to Haggai 1, this is what you're supposed to be doing with your spirit. Oh boy, talk about I'm a believer. What's the nigga name is? What's Jake name was? Uh, 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 I can't think his name. Came to Combo time. I'm a believer. Man, hey, what Pastor Hart said years ago. If you've been in the truth longer than 6 months to a year, you should be looking for a camp or start one yourself if it ain't in your city, man. Talking about you a believer. What's his name? Uh, uh, what's his name? Yahar's Judah Israel. That's him. Tell me I'm a believer. Man, all right. Haggai 1 and 8. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build a house, and I will take pleasure in it. Why? Because you care for the body, the flock, and you use it, what? The Spirit of the Lord gave you to feed the sheep. And I will be glorified, saith Yahweh. Ye look for much, and lo, it came too little. And when ye brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, saith the Lord of hosts? Because of my house that is waste, and ye run every man into his own house. Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. So you ain't gonna prosper. Nigga talking about building Israelite communities. You ain't gonna prosper. Period, man. The Lord ain't sent us here to be rich, to be famous, to be loved. We wasn't saying to be loved. Ain't nobody gonna like you. The house I said in John 15 and 18. You know that before the world hated you, they hated me first. And we gotta suffer the sufferings of Yahweh Shah, man. This is why they would be taken as thieves in the night, man. because they don't know what's going on. Just as Esau don't, they are following the ways of those that's in rulership, which is the rulership of the education of the earth is false wisdom, and it's heavy because I just found this out. Not that it's wickedness and false wisdom, but that it's in the scriptures. That it's in the scriptures that the so-called white man education system is false wisdom. How about that? Anyway, Lord willing is edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rikah Korash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing the truth and believing in truth to the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the Agwath who are listening and learning. If you sisters who are listening and learning, for tuning in. May you have about Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your house. The next time I say Shalom, Wa Ubab. Hey, throughout for your precepts. Shalom. Hey, Habathum to you, Akim and Akwaf, which is love y'all. A Habathum to you, Akim and Akwaf.